Some advice I would have definitely for the missionaries in Uruguay, especially, I don't know if it's like this around the world because I didn't serve around the world, but respect your leaders. Hands down, that's number one on my list of advice I would give. Too often we get caught up in thinking that we know what the church is like, because we do live in like the United States, where it's a lot more organized and a lot more like, this is how the church is. Down there, the church can be run so many different ways, and it still is run the same way with the bishop and the counselors and the society and elders quorum president. You still have that structure. The way they do things is different. The way they do the interviews, the way that they get the news out about ward councils, or the way that they just do everything. Sometimes it's last minute, sometimes it's super planned. It depends on where you go. So number one advice, I would say, always respect your leaders. Always. No matter what. No matter if they're crazy, no matter if they're weird, no matter if they have little quirks, always respect them. And I know that you're probably thinking, yes, I always will respect my leaders, but that's something that I found was a definite step towards success with your area, was being friends and working well with your bishop. Second advice, it's expensive down there. Lots of inflation prices. So I would definitely suggest bringing a lot of sunscreen. I don't know why, but that just comes to mind as a definite yes. It's about 600 pesos to buy yay big bottle of sunscreen. So, and you go through that so fast. Like, I'm not kidding. You're going to get burned if you don't bring sunscreen. Also bring powerful, powerful bug spray. And when you slap the bugs, don't slap them down, brush them. Because they have bad stuff inside of their bodies. They're not going to push it into you, but like if you see one, like brush it instead of smacking it, because then the bad stuff inside of them don't go inside of you. And always wear bug spray. Don't ever think that you're exempt or that you have like an immunity, because you don't. They're really crazy bugs. Always cover your mattress with a little mattress cover. I definitely use that a lot. You may think your mattress is clean, but you never know. So please always bring a little cover mattress thing, because that also helps on things to buy. That would be the 3 things I definitely suggest buying. Don't advice for going to Uruguay. There should be, like, be aware of your surroundings. Don't be shifty, like something's gonna happen to you all the time, but like, be aware who gets on the bus sometimes, who gets off. Like, know that there's always going to be police in the bus, so just know where he is. Sometimes, and just make sure that all your stuff, when you're on buses, you're going to have your hands up sometime. Always have your purse in front of you, or your bag or your backpack, anything in front of you, and have your other hand clasped like this. Yeah, just keep an eye about what's going on around you. And that applies when you're in hablar con todos, which is like speak to everyone. Like, just be aware. Like, if they're having a huge conversation and they're super angry at each other, don't just walk up and say, like, we have a message about Christ and you're going to love each other afterwards. Like, be aware. Like, just don't interrupt, but also be there, be aware. Like, oh, this is an excellent opportunity. Go talk to them. Have fun. Love it. That is also another suggestion I definitely give, is to any missionary, no matter where you're going, love it. Because, like, there's going to be hard times, but I remember there was this one saying that my dad sent me, and I love it. It says, the only curve that will set everything straight is a smile. And I love that. So true. Because if you're positive and you're happy and you're smiling, the natural, like, the muscles in your face, when you start to smile, actually trigger emotion happy. And then you'll be happy, and you'll be able to smile at people, and you'll feel happier throughout the day that you actually achieve something. Next advice, don't get down on yourself about not having baptisms. It's okay. Uruguay is a hard mission. Our baptism rates have gone up, but at the same time, remember that they have their agency. A lot of your success is depending on other people's agency. So don't get down about it. I remember one advice I definitely remembered throughout my whole mission is what I learned in the CCM, the MTC, which was, if you lower your standard, you go down as a person, basically. That's how he put it. Like, don't ever get discouraged, because discouragement lowers your expectation, and your expectation is who you are as a missionary. baptism statistics don't define you. And I think that as we really truly pray every night with real intent, asking the Lord to bring someone into our life, He always does. And it may not be in your time that they get baptized, but they will. And that is the promise that the mission always brings, that every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that Jesus is the Christ. And so, as missionaries, we have a joyous message. So it's important that we share it.